I believe we're live. Believe we're live. Yay! Oh, you need the door open? You got an issue as soon as I go live here? Don't forget about your gummies in there. My daughter is having an issue here. As soon as we get live, I got her set up perfectly with a tablet and some gummies and a nice snack. Yeah, don't forget about those gummies. That's right. All right. Welcome, everybody, in Survivor Digest. No Cowboy Nate tonight. No Cowboy Nate tonight, but you've got me. I'm Josh O'Leary, and I'm going to recap Survivor Episode 2 of Season 48 here for you guys tonight. Let's get everything situated here on my end on the screen. We're looking good over here. Everything looks okay. Gonna cover this. Got my notes prepared, guys. Got my notes prepared. Got a whole little stack of notes here to go over for episode 2 of season 48 of Survivor. So if I'm looking down and reading, that's why. That's why I'm engaged downward. Normally I have my co-host from Pro Wrestling Sauce, Cowboy Nate, here with me, but I do not have him here tonight. He is preoccupied tonight, which is okay. You know, he is really only committed to the sauce. You know, this is a bonus. Us covering Survivor here. We used to cover it over on Pro Wrestling Sauce, and I really only did that because it would upset my brother. My brother didn't like us covering Survivor on a pro wrestling show, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. But now I'm giving it its own platform. I'm fully committing my my fandom here for Survivor. Hey, what's going on, dude? It's okay. Yeah. All right. My daughter's loves to, when I go live, as soon as I go live, she loves to get upset at something. She's like, I think it's just that I'm talking and not playing with her. I think she's like, you know what? I don't like this. You're not playing with me. Why are you talking about Survivor? You should be talking about Peppa games, right? Hey, come here. Bring it to me. I'll fix it. Bring it to me. I'll fix it. You want me to fix it? We'll get right into the review here in a moment, guys. When my daughter wants to... I gave her some gummies, and she should be really happy. But she is not. She's into this fit phase, you know? Threes, dude. Threes. She's into the fits. Do you want me to fix it? I can fix it. Okay. She doesn't want me to fix it. But if I do get interrupted here momentarily with my daughter, that's just what's going on, guys. That's life. That's what it is. I got my daughter here. She's running around being angry sometimes, like right now. And sometimes she's happy. I'm not sure do you want me to fix it? Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Yeah. And then she doesn't want to bring it to me. She just wants to stare at me and scream. That's the beautiful thing about being 3, I guess. She's eating gummies right now, just pissed off, playing tablet. I think it's because she's losing a game, right? And a game is, that's a game that's okay to lose, unlike Survivor. It's a game that's okay to lose. You need some help in there? Do you want help? Bring me the tablet, dude. I'll help you out. Come here. Okay, all done. Yeah. You want me to help you out? She just says all done. I'm not sure what's going on. You want me to? Oh yeah, bring it to me. You want to watch YouTube on there? Here, let me see it. Okay. You don't want me to help you? Bird. Okay. See, yeah. She was losing a game. Well, welcome everybody in Survivor Digest. I'm going to break down Survivor the best I can for you here, guys. Episode 2 of Season 48. I'm Josh O'Leary. Let's get right into it. Season 48, Episode 2, Humble Traits. Humble Traits, this episode was called, and this was called Humble Traits because we had the Survivor cast going over, or at least this one, the tribe, to start the show off here. was going over their humble traits of their body, right? Like I believe Kyle had a wart. He had a wart that he didn't know he had. And shout out to Kyle. I did not know this, but Kyle is from my hometown of Roanoke, Virginia. I did not know this. It says he's from Roanoke, but then I read his interview. It says he's from Salem. So I'm not sure which one is the case. I'm not sure which one's. Is he from Salem? Is he from Roanoke? Cool, though. Very awesome that he's from my hometown. That does get me pumped up and want to root for him. You know, root for him and his wart on his hand. He did not know he had a wart on his hand. He kept calling it a callus. Right? He was mistaking that wart for some hard work. But yeah, we had a few different body morphations, whatever, not body modifications, but body issues here. Like Chrissy and her well done steak eating ass. She has got some wonky foot. She's got some wonky clubbed foot, and the whole tribe was staring at it, disgusted in awe of Chrissy's foot. And then Dave, super strong, big buff Dave, man. I know where he gets all his power from. It's from his 4 nipples. This man has 4 nipples, like legit. Like he sat there and went down them, you know? He counted them like abs. Yeah, man. I guess that's why the episode was portrayed as humble traits. Humble traits. But the episode started off with Mary straight up being honest to her tribe following the tribal from episode 1. She was straight up being honest and said, you know what, I voted for you. I voted for you. And my apologies to Say, by the way, who in episode 1, me and Nate did not have all of the cast names correct. And we were just butchering the pronunciation of Say's name. And it's pretty straightforward. It's like 1 syllable. I don't know why we were messing it up so bad, but we were. So my apologies to Say. We will not mess your name up anymore. So, but Mary was being honest to Say and said, you know what? I voted for you straight up. We're not going to get along, and I don't trust you, and you don't trust me. And the Mary and Say rivalry is just getting heated up. It's just getting heated up. And I'm here for it. I love it. And then we got the opening credits, which I love. I love the opening credits. They get me pumped up and fired up for the show every week. Love them. Never get rid of them again. When you got rid of them the first time, it was a mistake. Big mistake, right? So, yeah, Chrissy showing off her toes, and then we got Strong David showing off his 4 nipples. He says the reason he's got 4 nipples is possibly because he loves milk. He's like, I love milk. And I was like, well, you don't make milk. You're a guy. You're a man. You got 4 nipples. You're not making milk. You know, maybe it's because I love milk. That's why I got 4 nipples. David's logic, flawless here. Yeah, and Kyle has that wart that he didn't know was a wart. He's like, guys, I got this callus. I had this callus on my finger for years. I don't know what the deal is, man. I guess I just worked really hard one day, and then this callus stayed here forever. Oh, no. What's up? Oh, nothing? It's good? All right. My daughter's got some good news. She will be running in the background behind us. Feel free to say hey. Yeah. All right. So, tribe names, by the way, I'm going to be bad at, right? I'm going to be bad at. I know there's like Lavi. I've been calling them green, purple, and orange. Because that's just easier for me. It's always like Lavi, Nubu, Lubu, Boo-Boo. And it's too many syllables flying all over the place for me to remember these names. So if I do butcher the names, my apologies. Lavi, though. Lavi, I wrote down here. Lavi is pre-deciding who's in the next challenge. They're pre-deciding who's going to be in this next challenge, which is very strange. What's her name? You know what? I have the cast up here, actually. We can take a look at the cast. They are up here. And let's see here. What was her name? Eva. Yes. Eva, the girl who proclaims, autism as her personality, which it most certainly is. It most certainly is. She decides yeah, that she wants to tell Star that she's going to be sitting out at the next tribal. She's like, "Yo, you're going to be sitting out at the next tribal," and Star does not take kindly to this notion. But she really doesn't do anything to say no, though. She says that she doesn't really like the direction that they're headed with telling her to sit out. Like, no one's going to tell me to sit out, but she doesn't really stand up for herself there and kind of back it up. But she does go off on her own and find a beware advantage. She goes off on her own while everyone's kind of sitting around pre-talking about the challenge. And Star goes off and finds a beware advantage, the same one that Say also had on her tribe. I think it's the same for all the tribes here. Star quickly... And Bird? Star quickly figures out that she... My daughter just wants me to say, and Bird? Star quickly figures out she will need help and recruits Joe, who goes and recruits Shaheen. Is that his name? Shaheen? Gosh, dude, I'm going to butcher that name. I really am. I think he was just right above, wasn't he? Yeah. Shannon? God, dude, I'm going to butcher that one. But this guy's super savvy. And they recruit this guy in as well, which already that's a mistake, right? Bringing in so many people to help you with this beware advantage. It isn't, only but a matter of time before the whole tribe knows. The whole tribe knows you got this advantage, and that's not good. That's not good for you. And then we move on to. So Shaheen, I'm just gonna say Shaneen thinks about taking the advantage for himself, or like sabotaging it, or possibly hiding it or something from Star, which is very evil and very good. I believe Thomas is the one who told him this. Maybe a little foggy there. I didn't write anything down about who told him the idea to maybe sabotage this whole beware advantage, but nonetheless, next note, we go into a commercial break here, and then we come back from the commercial break, and the Green Tribe, they're trying to decide between Saya and Mary, the Vula tribe. They're trying to decide between Saya and Mary, which is, the premise of this whole episode goes between Saya. I keep saying Saya, Saya money, Say and Mary. A boat comes to each tribe, and we only see one of the tribes, from my recollection. We only see one of the tribes, and it's Vula, and they play a game of rock, paper, scissors. Now, this is some craziness right here that went down. This is some real Survivor drama that went down with this game of rock, paper, scissors. They play a little game, and they play a practice round. A practice round. You remember being in the schoolyard, and you gather around, and you're like, all right, we're going to play this, but this first round, it's practice. And that first round that they played, Say won. Say won that first round. And she was like, all right, well, I'm going. They were like, no. That one was practice. That one was practice. So you know what's going to happen when they play the real round. Mary wins. And she gets onto the boat, and the only way that Mary can get onto a boat. And she goes off into the journey. And we're going to have a little journey here with one member of each tribe. And Say is super controlling and showing that aspect of her personality a lot, especially in the decision to let Mary go. Because you know that if those roles were reversed and Say was the one to win on the practice round, that she would have been like, oh, no. I mean, if Say was the one to win the second time. Like, if Mary won the practice round and Say won the second time, she would have been like, no, that's practice. That was a practice round. So, it would have gone, they both would have done the same thing. That role's been reversed here. So, she needs to not be so mad and uptight and mad at her guys, she keeps calling them. My guys. The people on her tribe, they're her guys. I don't think she's running the show as much as she thinks she is over there. I think the pizza man I think the pizza man and his little pepperonis. That's what it is. It's the pizza man and his little pepperonis. That's the real star of that tribe over there, which will inevitably fall apart. The whole tribe. Yeah, we're done for with that tribe. So all three tribes choose someone for the journey. We got Thomas, he goes for purple. We got Mitch, he goes for orange, and we got Mary, she goes for green, right? And Mitch, wow, Mitch, this is where the Kobe Bryant Mitch comes out of nowhere, right? And just starts laying in threes left and right. You have no idea how many 3-pointers this guy is going to shoot throughout this episode. Okay, and not only did he have a big moment right before the immunity challenge with Jeff talking about his speech impediment, but yeah, you know, which was a great highlight for him, and you know, definitely gave him some more character on screen, and then to top it off with the big wins that he has coming up throughout this episode. I think Mitch is a big contender. And people should watch out for him. It's very dangerous. So, big puzzle. It's a big puzzle. It's Survivor, guys. Big puzzles. It seemed pretty straightforward. It seems like a pretty straightforward puzzle. I think if I looked at it long enough, I would have probably gotten it. And I'm not the best at puzzles here. But Mary was the only one out of these 3 contestants to not complete this puzzle, and she did not get an advantage. Mitch solved it so quickly. This is the first dub in a series of dubs for Mitch, who solves this puzzle super fast, genius level fast, gets an advantage. Thomas does not solve it quite as fast, also gets it. Mary loses her vote. That was the stipulation. If you did not complete this puzzle, you were going to lose your vote. And Mary lost her vote. And Thomas, he won a steal a vote. And Mitch, he won a block a vote. So there's a bit of a difference there in the prizes that Thomas and Mitch won. And then we went to a commercial break, guys. We went to a commercial break right after that. And we come back, and we were focusing on Say, who does not believe Mary lost her vote. Mary comes back to her tribe and tells them, I lost my vote. Like, she tells him the truth, I lost my vote, but it's Survivor, and you're not trusting anybody on that island. Okay? You're not trusting anybody, especially when they come back from a solo journey. Okay? You coming back from a solo journey empty-handed? That's suspicious. Unless you can play it off well. So she doesn't have anything to show her tribe, but Say, she's still going to throw those shots out there and say, really? Oh, that's convenient. I don't believe you. Thomas keeps his a secret from his tribe, which I thought was a smart move. I thought Thomas keeping his a secret from his tribe was a smart move. If he can pull it off. If he can stay quiet about it, maybe they'll just forget about this journey. Maybe they'll move on. Everybody in their mind just kind of moves on from this journey. That would be in Thomas's best interest. But Mitch, we have 3 different routes here. Mitch is just open and honest with his tribe. Tells them everything that happened. Says, I won a what was it? What did Mitch win again? Let me look back. He won a block a vote. He won a block a vote. So good on Mitch for telling his tribe, because he is the personality that it'll work for. Anybody else does that, I don't know if it's going to work. Mitch just is a very likable personality, and they all cheered for Mitch, which is crazy, right? It's like this dude was this guy had opened a coconut, right? They were cheering for him. But let's see here. Where was I? So yeah, he's super honest with his tribe, and so everybody knows he's got his advantage. David, big, strong, 4-nippled David, he doesn't like it that Charity and Mitch, they're so chummy together, that they're so in cahoots. He doesn't like how friendly they've become. And I think it has something to do with the medium well steak from the first episode. She said she eats her steak medium well. I think Dave's just out to get her regardless. He's gonna have his comeuppance for all the rare steak eaters out there, I guess. David goes on a hunt with the rest of the tribe for a beware advantage, and our boy, Roanoke, Virginia native, that's what I'm going to call him, Roanoke, Virginia native, Kyle, he finds it. It was the lucky wart. That's what I wrote down here. I said it was the lucky wart that Kyle used. He powered up that wart, took his finger that the wart was on, and he pointed it towards the sun, and it soaked in all the energy from the sun. He used that energy to find this beware advantage. Kyle and David bring in Camilla to solve the beware puzzle, and Camilla solves this thing like, I don't even know how she did it. They were like showing a bunch of like Rain Man type numbers. It was like that Zach Galifianakis gif from The Hangover with all the numbers going around everywhere. She figured this thing out just in the sky in front of her, and which was super impressive. Super giant brain. You know what? You got a giant brain. You got a lucky wart. And you got 4 nipples. A giant brain, a lucky wart, and 4 nipples. That's what it took to solve this beware advantage. I like that. I didn't even write that down. Came up with that one. Then we head to a commercial break. So after the giant brain, the 4 nipples, and the lucky wart put together the beware advantage and solve it in a relatively fast fashion, we head to a commercial break. And then we come back to the immunity and the reward challenge, which is in the ocean. It's a nice swimming challenge, which we don't see that much of, I feel like. This one didn't have a puzzle, so that was interesting. No puzzle here for the immunity reward challenge. It's a balancing act over the water, and your reward is a fishing kit. You're going to get a fishing kit as a reward. It's a pretty good challenge here. I like the fact that there was no puzzle. It was super physical. Probst at one point called Joe the Tom Brady of Survivor. Fireman Joe, he called him the Tom Brady of Survivor for throwing a ball 55 yards. I mean, when he threw that ball 55 yards, I said, holy shit, is Gronk about to catch that thing? Oh my God. Who's the Gronk out there, I wonder? Who's the Gronk? You know, it's funny he called Joe the Tom Brady of Survivor for how far he threw the ball. But Mitch is the one sinking these goals at the end, right? If he's the Tom Brady, Mitch is the Kobe, right? He's the LeBron. He's the Michael Jordan. Whichever one you want to put up there as your top basketball player. Whoever's the best at their sport, that's who Mitch was when he was firing off these balls at the end of this challenge. Because he made every single one relatively fast. I think it was like 7 of them. Mitch is unstoppable. And he's flying under the radar somehow because he has a speech impediment. They're just letting him fly under the radar. You should not doubt this guy. This guy is a dangerous, dangerous man. Dangerous. Out there in the game of Survivor. Mitch, I see you. I see you in your power. I know what you're capable of. Just sinking threes left and right. Just solving puzzles in no time flat. Mitch, I see you. Wow. Mitch is the man. Mitch is the man. Yeah, so, you know what? Fuck it. He's the Tom Brady. He's the Tom Brady. You got it wrong, Probst. You got it wrong. Mitch is the Tom Brady. So, Star and Camilla, they're sitting out of this game, right? Remember Star? She said she didn't want to sit out of this challenge. She sits out of this challenge. And her and Camilla get to know each other as they sit out. Vula is in dead last, as easily predicted there. We're same tribe that went to tribal last time. They're in dead last. It's telling Mitch is the Ocean Pong champion. That's what I wrote here. Mitch is the Ocean Pong champion. Like I said, just sinking threes left and right. He was the Steph Curry out there, right? He was, I can't think of any more basketball players. I can't think of any more. Oh, and Bunny? Okay. My daughter just ran in here and told me, hey, Bunny? Yeah. I couldn't agree with her more. So, Loggy gets second. Loggy is the other tribe that gets second. See, some of the names will come back to me here with the tribes. Like Loggy gets second, and Vula gets tribal. Right? I should write the names. When I write my notes, I should do the tribal names in the ink that they what color they are. That would make sense, right? Hello. So Say and Mary, their rivalry is going to continue when we come back from the commercial break. Everyone's crying when we get back from the commercial break, right? Everyone's crying, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why is everybody crying right now? And it's because Cedric the surgeon, who didn't perform well in this very physical challenge. He didn't perform well, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I mean, he's probably really good at puzzles. You know, he's a surgeon. He's a smart guy. I mean, he was out there solving the cryptic for Say in the sand. He was writing out in episode 1. So this guy is a smart guy, and I don't think he needed to throw himself under the bus here for everyone in the tribe, saying, hey, man, if you guys vote me, I understand. I can't stand when people do that, when they say, oh, I screwed up in challenge. If you guys want to vote me, I get it. Yeah, there's no need for that. No need for that, Cedric. But it was kind of a smart play because he didn't want to get rid of Say, and that's the direction it seemed to be going because we had Kevin on the tribe who was directing the vote towards Say. And Cedric was not about to have this. He said, this is my number 1. I'm not about to have 2? Okay. 2 of them. Cedric is taking way too much responsibility here. But I think in the long run, it really worked out for him. I think by the end of this episode, it worked out for him because he did not want Say to go, and Kevin was just gung-ho on it. Kevin's thinking one thing, Cedric's thinking another, and then we have Pizza Man Jonathan. He comes in and just saves the day, right? He saves the day, and we'll get to that. The guys, Kevin especially, he just wants Say. Say does have an idol, so that, thinking about it from Kevin's perspective, this would be a very smart move. This would be very smart. Get rid of that idol. Also get rid of Say, who seems to be playing hard right off the bat, who seems to be, my way or the highway type of player here. Very, very controlling and very I got to have the last word type of person who comes off. I mean, that's just how she's coming off to me, at least with her edit. And yeah, they're arguing about this. Kevin playing both sides, of course. Kevin wants Say to stay. But Cedric blows up Kevin's whole game. And rats out Kevin to Say. His game is toast. But this is where it gets interesting because Justin's a smart cookie, right? Justin's a very smart cookie. He's a big giant cookie with marinara sauce, cheese, and pepperoni, right? He's a big pie guy, right? Justin, smart pizza man, says, you know what? We control this vote, Cedric. We control this vote. So he goes and gets ahead and grabs Cedric and says, yo, we hold all the power. We could vote out Kevin. Which I didn't even think about till he said it. I was like, oh shit, you guys do. I didn't even think about it. And that's pretty bonkers. We go to commercial break and coming back, here we go. Tribal Tita, that's right. I'm not sure what Tita is. Oh, kitty cat. Should have known that one. Let's see here. Tribal Council, guys. We're getting to it, right? We're working through it. Tribal Council. The big showdown. Say versus Mary. Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Jeff asks Say what's going on. That's all he does. He just says, what's going on, Say? And he just lets them ride it out, man. These guys just talk it out. Jeff not asking too many questions. And I love that. I love that approach from Jeff. That's good. And Say when Jeff asks her what's going on, she just lets him know. She lets him know, hey, we're all voting for Mary tonight, which is stupid. I hate when they do that. I hate when they're so confident and cocky and they just let Jeff know. They're trying to impress Jeff. You stop it, dude. Play a little more under the radar here, right? Give him some answer that he's going to want to hear. Give him some just well said, well versed description of the game and how it's manipulating the minds of you all. You don't need to go out there and be like, we're voting Mary out. Well, Mary's the odd one out. Because if anything, I feel like that's just going to paint a target on you directly at Tribal, which it sort of did. But luckily, Justin still had his plan in motion, Kevin still had his plan in motion, and Say still had her plan in motion, so we didn't really know where this vote was going to go based off of the edit here for episode 2. And Jeff sits back, and Say is cocky and not smooth, and it says, I said, I wrote down, why tell Jeff the plan? And it's, I don't know who said it. I think it was Say, who said, tonight's about confirming what we already know. Or somebody said that, which, that's, of course you are. Tonight's about confirming what you're voting. You're voting. I don't know. There was a moment where Justin was like, if we had won, and Jeff was like, well, you didn't. And then he was like, yeah, but if we did, and Jeff was like, but you didn't. It was a very combative, funny moment here at Tribal, which was really funny because someone saying tonight's about confirming what we already know. I would have, if I was Jeff, I would have kept it with the sass there and been like, yeah, duh. It's what a vote is, dude. That's Say, let's move on. Say is getting owned here towards the end of Tribal by Mary. Now, Mary is awesome. Mary, I think, may be my favorite. Now, I've gave Mary a follow over on Twitter. If you can, go follow Mary on Twitter. She's very funny. I scrolled for a little bit, and I had a few different chuckles going through the Twitter feed of Mary, who is just very humorous. She's got some mugs available with her face on it. She's definitely in the comedy realm, which I like, and I think she's very good at it. She brings, you should have just saw her getting into the boat earlier. If you haven't seen Mary get and how she gets into a boat, it's a sight to see. Mary's just owning Say at Tribal. Right, she may have been the one to say tonight's about confirming what we already know. I don't know, but she's the one. She's owning Say, but Say still's got to get the last word in. She's still got to get the last word in, even if it's dumb, even if it doesn't make any sense. And then I had my guess. I wrote down my guess right here, guys. My guess before the votes were cast. I have no idea. I wrote down my guess, and it says Kevin. Kevin was my guess. I said, you know what? I think this is going to turn on Kevin. I don't think his plan's going to work out. And I think that Pizza Man Justin, he's gonna keep his pepperonis in line, right? He's gonna keep his pepperonis in line, and everyone's gonna fall in line to Justin, the head of the pizza table. So the votes happen, and Say plays her idol. Yes, Say plays her idol, which was smart. She did get some votes. She got some votes here. I don't know. They didn't read the other vote, which I believe was, was it Mary's vote they didn't read? No, they showed Mary's. So I don't think it would have mattered. Maybe it would have been a tie at the worst here. Kevin's done, though. As soon as I see Say playing her idol, I'm like, Kevin, you're done. You're toast, buddy. Say got 1 vote. Kevin got 2. He's gone. Kevin is completely shocked. He has no idea that this happened. And I think Kevin's downfall was really just kind of not getting a frame of everybody else's plan. He had a real nice big grasp on what he wanted to do and what his plan was, but he had no big grasp on what everybody else's thoughts were, really. He was just like, these are my thoughts. I'm going to go share them with the rest of the tribe. Well, you got to pick up on their thoughts too. So he made a big mistake there, but he was completely shocked. Justin and Cedric made a big play together here. They are controlling this tribe. I think sending a message to Say, who probably won't get it. It'll probably go one ear and out the other with Say. But those are your tribe leaders right here, okay? And this dwindling fart of a tribe here, this depaceting stench of a tribe. Those are your 2 captains. Mary got lucky. She did. She got lucky. Justin realized him and Cedric had all the power, and Mary got lucky because of that realization. Right? She better be lucky that Justin, has been making pizzas and storing all that knowledge for when he plays Survivor, right? For having those big brain moments for when he's playing Survivor, right? He didn't need Justin. Justin didn't need anything. He didn't need a lucky wart. He didn't need 4 nipples. He didn't need a deformed foot, right? He didn't need a super deep belly button, which that was fucking gross. I didn't even want to bring that up at all. It was so nasty. Her talking about sticking a Q-tip in her fucking belly button. Gross, dude. Fucking nasty. You're showing me clubbed feet, warts, deep belly buttons. Got a bunch of freaks on this cast. I'm just No. Got a bunch of regular, genuine humans, right? We all have flaws. But we don't need to put them all on national television. I agree with that. During the challenge, though, this is one little small note that I made here. During the challenge, Thomas got hit in the eye, and we see the effects of that hit from the eye. He got hit in the eye in the challenge, and he's got a big, nice shiner in the next episode. On episode 3, it looks like Thomas has got a big, nice shiner, and it looks like he's being very evil. So we got an evil Thomas with a black eye, which will be very interesting and very exciting. Shh, hey, don't come in here yelling. You know not to just yell at me. Yeah. What a great episode tonight, starring me and my daughter, right? And her evil tablet. She doesn't get her tablet all the time, so she doesn't have it quite everything on there figured out, right? So it gets frustrating when certain things don't move a certain way. So, you just don't want them to end up, being a tablet head. That's all they know. Because kids nowadays, that's all they know, right? They live in a digital world. Not my daughter. She does Survivor challenges, but what's that? Oh, a bird? Yeah, man. That was episode 2, man. This was a good episode. This was a good episode of Survivor. By the way, we are live, guys. We are live while I'm recapping these episodes. So if you want to leave a comment in the chat, if you have a comment about the episode of Survivor, if you're into Survivor, leave a comment down below in the live chat. Or after this premieres, after it's done being live, you can leave a comment in the replay. That's fine. But we are doing these live on Thursdays. It gives us time to digest the episode. Gives us time to digest it, right? Hence the name, Survivor Digest. And sometimes I'll be joined with Nate, who joins me on Pro Wrestling Sauce every Wednesday at 10:15, where we discuss all the pro wrestling that's been happening every week. But we decided to give this Survivor Season 48 its own platform this year. That's right. I'm now in the league. That's right. Rob Sestranino, Tyson. Who else has survived? Jeff Probst. God, don't listen to that thing. On Fire with Jeff Probst. It's the most dog shit podcast I've ever heard. So you're not going to get any bonus information on that show. I can tell you that. It's only what they're going to want you to know. You'll have more fun cruising Reddit for some Survivor information, or I don't know, just that the Survivor recap with Jeff Probst, it just doesn't work for me, right? And then he gets a different Survivor from the previous season to come on with him. No good. I'm taking them out. Taking them all out. Survivor Digest is about to take them all out. Subscribe here to the channel. I got, we're doing content here all the time. I'm beefing it up, man. I'm beefing up the channel. I'm taking a syringe full of beef, and I'm directing it straight into the left butt cheek of this channel. And we're getting juiced up, man. Slipper House Extra Extra. Like and subscribe. House Assembly. Sundays, 9 o'clock. Pro Wrestling Sauce. Wednesdays at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. And you also got Monday and Friday, 1 hour Raw and SmackDown vertical live streams right here on the channel, where I answer your questions on those vertical live streams, right? And we got a bunch of friends who come in and and hang out. We're really building a small little tight-knit gang there, a little group of friends there in the chat, and I greatly appreciate that. It's a good time. I have fun doing it. I like live reacting. I don't get to take my notes. That's the only problem is when I'm live reacting to wrestling, I don't get to take my notes. And you see I take a bunch of notes here on Survivor. I take a bunch of notes. So I'm going to give, to cap this episode off, I don't think in episode 1, I don't think we properly gave the cast a ranking here. So I'm going to give them a ranking of how I rank them so far, right? And we're going to go out of 5 stars here. We're going to go out of 5 stars. And I'm going to give you my ranking of each player so far, right? We can do this at the end of each episode, how I'm ranking for them. And then we don't have Nate here. I asked him who he thought was going to be your winner. And I'll give you my winner pick just based off this episode right after I give you my ranking of each player on Survivor Season 48 so far. Let's get them in here. So we got... who was at the top? Oh, she's gone. Stephanie's gone. Stephanie's already been voted out. First voted out. Now, Shaheen. I have a friend named Shaheem, so I don't know. Maybe that's just me getting it confused with him. 3 stars, right? This guy's evil, or I'm just gonna call him Davari, right? Davari, like the wrestler. So Davari, he's kind of evil, man. Kind of evil, but not quite evil enough. He's more like a henchman, right? I feel like Thomas is the leader of the evil gang, of the Malibu girls or whatever. What were they called? The California girls, not the Malibu girls. It was California girls. That's right. So he gets 3 stars from me this week. 3 stars from me. And then Eva, she gets, I'll be nice, I'll give her 2 stars. 2 stars from me. Kyle, our boy, hometown, RVA, Roanoke, Virginia. Hell yeah. Lucky Wart, he's got the Lucky Wart. We're going to give him, based off these 2 episodes I've seen, we're giving Kyle. You know what, dude, you know what, Kyle, in episode 1, he lost that challenge where they had to fill the water, and he still helped the other person fill their water. And he's such a genuine nice guy, showing how Roanoke, VA, my hometown, knows how to raise, even though he's from Salem. Even though he's from Salem. Yeah. No, I give him 4. 4 stars for Kyle. 4. Mitch gets 5. Mitch gets 5 stars. Mitch gets 5 stars. He's the guy you're not going to want to mess with here on the show. He's the guy you're not going to want to mess with, dude. I'm telling you guys. Mitch, sinking threes. Solving puzzles fast as hell, right? He's got a good story, right? He's got the speech impediment thing to overcome. And he's beloved by everyone. He can tell his whole tribe that he's got an advantage, and no one bats an eye. This man is dangerous. This is Dangerous Mitch right here. This is Dangerous Mitch. There he is. Dangerous Mitch. There he is. Danger's coming. There he is. That's what danger looks like right there. That's danger. I'm not even kidding. This guy, you better watch out. All right. Waco, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Waco, Texas, home of David Koresh. You better watch out for this guy. No, I'm just kidding. See ya. And then here we go. Say. Here's Say. Say loves Say. I'm giving Say. Say's a good player, though. She comes in and plays hard. She's going to get a 4 star from me. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. Joe. Fireman Joe. This dude gets too emotional. He gets too emotional and he dives in too hard on the emotional side of things. He's getting 2 stars for me. Camilla. Camilla is getting, she's under the radar right here. Camilla is definitely under the radar. She's going to get 5 stars from me here because she solved that that cryptic to get the Beware advantage so so quickly and like in the air. She solved it like a like the Zach Galifianakis hangover meme, right? Like numbers just flying through the air, Rain Man style. Very impressive from Camilla, I thought. And then we have David. Now, David, big buff man, forward nipple David, the stunt performer of our dreams. He's going to get 2 as well for me. 2 stars for David. Not playing as well as I want him to. Now, Thomas is going to get 4 from me. Thomas is 4-star man. I was hating on his mustache a little bit, right? I said his mustache was cut a little close there. And it was cut a little close. I don't know. When he's smiling here, so it really fills out his face, which is nice. But, see ya. Okay. Yeah. And it fills out his face nicely here in this photo. But, I don't know. It just seemed like he had cut it a little bit short before they went directly to the island. I don't know. It was a little close to his face. You know what I'm saying? A little too close for comfort. You know, you don't want to get rid of this. You don't want to get rid of the sides of your mustache. You know, you don't want to do that. But yeah, we had Thomas, who's the man. Who's the man, for real. I mean, the leader of the California girls. Then we had Kevin, who was voted out. Kevin gets no stars because he was voted out. Now, fun fact about our boy Kevin here, who was voted out here on episode 2, season 48 of Survivor. Fun fact about Kevin is that he was on a show called I Survived Bear Grylls. There used to be a show called I Survived Bear Grylls. Kevin was on it, and he was voted out first. He was voted out first. And then here he makes it to Survivor, and he's voted out second. It's funny. Maybe you can go on another reality show and get voted out third. All right, Cedric. Now, Cedric kind of beefed up on his star ranking here for me. Cedric gets 4 stars as well. He kind of threw himself under the bus. I was like, uh-oh, you're losing a star, Cedric. And then he beefed it back up by saying, you know what, I want to keep my number 1. I want to keep my number 1 person, Say. And I don't want to get rid of Say or Mary. And I want to team up with Justin, and I want to get rid of Kevin. So that was a nice beefy move from him. Now, Charity. Charity, the only thing I know about you, Charity, is that you eat well-done steak, and you got a club foot. You got a weird foot. You got a wonkster foot, right? And you maybe have maybe you dated a tattoo artist at one point. Looks like you got a pineapple tattoo. Looks like you got a bunch of different tattoos there. They look cool. The tattoos look cool, but the foot is crazy. I wish we could zoom in on that foot, right? Get a good shot of that. Get the views coming in. People love that. Then we have Justin. Oh, wait, I didn't even realize this guy's last name is Piopi. Justin Piopi from Winthrop, Massachusetts. The pizzeria manager. This guy is smarter than he looks. You know what? This guy looks like I didn't even realize it watching that. He looks like Jelinski. He looks like Jelinski from last season. The first boot from last season, Jelinski. It's who he looks like. Well, a handsome guy. And he totally owned this episode by the end of it. Totally owned it by the end of it. And then we have Bianca. Bro, I don't even know she's here. I'm not even kidding you. I've watched 2 episodes of this season. And I don't know who this is. She's on the show? Who is this? She's on the show, are we sure? I don't know who this is. I'm going to have to look that up afterwards. I do not know who that is. All right, then we have Chrissy. Maybe it's just because she's on a winning tribe. Then we have Chrissy. And Chrissy was giving me some Shambo vibes from season 19 Samoa. She was giving me some vibes of Shambo, right? And then, oh wait, I forgot to give my star rankings. That was the whole point of this, right? Lori came home and got a little distracted. Justin's getting 5 stars. 5 stars from me. Bianca, I don't know who you are. Who are you? 0 stars.
She doesn't like these.
Oh, she doesn't? Oh, Chrissy. Chrissy, you're going to get 1 star, right? You're barely there. And Star. Star in the star rankings. You kind of fumbled the bag a little bit. You fumbled the bag around a little bit and kind of let your tribe go against you. Kind of let your tribe see you as an outsider, which isn't a good thing. That's not a good thing. So you're going to get 2 stars from me. You're playing, but not well. Playing, but not well. Mary is getting 5 stars from me. Mary is funny, and she inked her way out of another tribal here on a depleting tribe here. And, you know, I think she owned say at tribal with what she was saying back and forth. If that was a roast battle, Mary would have won. Mary would have won that. So she gets 5 stars from me. And those are our tribes there. Oh, I should have just had this pulled up the whole time, right? Siva, Lagi, and Vula. Green, purple, orange, like I said. Green, purple, and orange. All right. Well, that's it, guys. That's it. That's the show. Oh, hey, I got the camera on. I am doing a show. Leah's very excited. She's been running in here every couple seconds and being like, "Bird! Buddy!" and just screaming it. We'll be back next Thursday, guys, to cover episode 3 of Survivor, season 48. I'm enjoying it, keeping up with all the episodes. Maybe Nate will be back next week. We'll see. Until next time, guys, like and subscribe right here to the channel. And I'll see you all again real soon. I'm Josh O'Leary. Y'all have a good night. Bye.